Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalang Sri Gurun Vaishnavan.
We have been in the background doing quite a lot of services for the new temple. And today I thought I will share with you all about what has happened since our last update. I think last time we provided this update was in February. And it has been a few months. We wanted to actually come to you early before this, but somehow or the other, there were so many other few obstacles which were coming. So somehow or the other, the obstacles are now past, and we have some good update for all of you. So that is why we are here with you. In February, I presented this temple design where we were trying to actually build at the same location, 103, 105 Newlands Road. So we were thinking that we will demolish some of the part and then we will build a temple there. So we presented a very wonderful design. Then Hardik Bhai, who was our architect, he was also here. He showcased his design to all of us. But we also saw that there were quite a lot of challenges to build at the same location. We saw that there is this huge stormwater pipe of 1.3 meter diameter. So it's a huge pipe which is passing below that land. We also saw that that area is flood zone. And because of that, we had to actually lift the temple to at least 1.2 meters height. Then there was also a parking issue that we could only fit around 6 or 7 parkings there, or around 8, 9 parkings. And of course, we can lift the building further up to fit maybe around 20, 25 parkings as well. But all of this was actually increasing the cost. So we saw that it would, if we want to actually build it there, it would at least cost us around $4 to $5 million at the same location. Plus, even after doing this, we couldn't actually expand further. We could have only built around a building of around 300 square meters. So with 300 square meters, with $4 to $5 million, and then we all asked you in the same meeting that what do you want to do? Do you want to actually build at the same location, spending this much Lakshmi, or you want to actually relocate and look for some other options? In that meeting, we took a poll, and this was the result. 58% devotees wanted to move to another site to build a temple. But of course, very few devotees were there, and we had around only 43 devotees who actually voted. Even though there were families together and they only put one vote on that day, we thought that because we are much bigger congregation in JOSD as well as in ISKCON Wellington erstwhile, like there were 2 different groups that we have, and there are hundreds of devotees in those 2 groups. So there are approximately around 450 to 500 devotees including in both those 2 groups. So we thought that we should give more time for devotees to actually vote, and then we will decide what to do further. So we kept that poll open for 3-4 days, and then we also advertised multiple times in those groups to watch this video that we did last time and then put a vote forward. So at the end of that poll, the result was not much different. Instead of 58%, even 61% said that we should actually move the temple to some other site, and we should not be actually building at the same site. So respecting all these opinions of the congregation, so almost 326 of us voted for this result. And it was overwhelmingly in favor of moving the temple to some other location. So then we took that suggestion because of course ISKCON is governed by governing body commission. Even though we say we can do this or we can do that, we have to respect our GBCs and we have to respect their opinions. So first of all, we actually discussed within the temple committee, ISKCON Wellington Management Committee, and we unanimously agreed that we should actually move. Then we actually went to the New Zealand level National Council to present this idea that what we should do. We have a temple here, but 61% of our congregation is thinking this, as well as these are the challenges. Now, this National Council is made up of all the temple presidents, like from Auckland to Christchurch, including our GBCs. They also unanimously thought that this was a good idea, we should relocate. We went to our property trustees that include Bhanu Swami, Ramay Swami Maharaj and Devamrit Swami Maharaj. They all agreed that yes, we should actually move. Then we actually went to GBC Executive Property Oversight Committee. They took almost like 4 to 5 weeks, actually more than that, around 6 to 7 weeks. They asked me hundreds of questions. This is like they are sitting in America, they are sitting in India, there are like devotees, very senior devotees sitting all around the world, and their main job is to make sure that we are unnecessarily not selling temple and then using that Lakshmi elsewhere. So they asked me hundreds of questions, and we had to actually provide lots of reports to them, and then finally they did their independent research as well, and then they also approved our idea for moving. But that was not all. We had to go to the international GBC body. Not only the 2 GBCs that we have here, His Holiness Ramay Swami Maharaj and Devamrit Swami Maharaj, but all the GBCs that we have all around the world. There are more than 40 or 50 GBCs. We had to go to that body and seek permission for moving the temple. And they have also approved. Hari Hari Bo. So this happened only last week. So many months it took for getting all these approvals through. So now finally we have approval to relocate the temple from our current location to another location. In this period we were not sitting idle. We were looking for properties, and then we have found a very good property, and then that was also presented to these committees to make sure that they agree to where we are going to go. So here is the property where we are going to move. Where are we planning to move? This is located in Petone. It is 265 Jackson Street. This building is on the Jackson Street, like a main important street. This has the land of 1062 square meters, and the building itself is 730 square meters. So to just give an idea, the current temple that we have in Newlands is around 80 square meters. 80. And this building is 730 square meters. It is already built. There was like no other businesses which were not permitted were running there. This building was used by bank. For many years, ANZ Bank was running here, and even before ANZ Bank, it was a national bank who was using it. So it is considerably pure from the perspective that there is no four relative principle breaking business or anything that was running there. So we felt that it was a good building, auspicious. So we have also signed a conditional contract for this property. Hari Hari Bo. So this property, we have signed a conditional contract. There are lots of conditions we have put because, of course, main important condition is $2.5 million is what this property is going to cost us. And we do not have that much Lakshmi. So we have to make sure that we can build. So we have 4 months to build, and I'll present the plan. But before going there, it's a single level building. It has a good height, I think around 4 meters height. So it will also give like a ether, very good ether. There are 7 car parks only behind, but the good thing is there is a lot of street parking. Here, there's Jackson Street as well. Jackson Street is a paid parking, of course, nowadays. But behind, as well as this Buke Street that is there are a lot of parkings which are free. And I'll show you some photos from different angle. See here, this Buke Street. You can see this. There is a big median here, and there are lots of parkings on this side as well, and this side as well. Of course, there are parkings on both sides of the street, and then there is a street behind here as well. where there are a lot of parkings. From the top, from the front, from Jackson Street, from inside, you can see there is a huge building. This is the main area from the door when you come in. Another angle. This is a smaller room. Another room. This is a kitchen. Again, another view of the kitchen, quite big kitchen. Few other rooms. Then this is the female and male toilets. There is this room for storage. There is a bank vault as well. It comes unfortunately empty. I was hoping that there is a bank vault. We can see some money is there and it can be used.
We will fill it.
Yeah. Inside the bank vault there is lot of racks, but it is empty currently. And there are parkings here. We have also a video walkthrough of this. So this is from the Jackson Street. You can enter from here, from the Jackson Street. There is a ATM there next to it. When you enter, there is a huge space. All these partitions we will remove. They are not required for us. Of course, the bank had some purpose, so they had kept it. There is a vault behind, so that's why they have this partition as well, which we do not require, so we can remove that partition as well. There's a small room here. We are going towards the vault. Look at that door. We will remove that vault. And this partition as well, which is there, that will be also removed. So it will be like a big space. Then there is this room which can be used, which can be kept and can be used as a paraphernalia room. Not this one. The room we are going next here. It has nice drawers, which can, like this entire racks can move on the rails. Probably bank was using for all the files, but we can use for DT paraphernalia. And this will be mainly the temple hall. Where we are currently. This will be a temple hall. And there will be a partition so that these toilets and everything will be hidden. Outside, as you can see, there is another room here, glass room, which we will convert into like an ashram room because there will be a partition. This is fire exit. We will probably have to broaden that fire exit. And then this door leads to the kitchen currently. We may have to change this layout. So our architect is working on the layout. But you can see it's a big kitchen currently at this place. This was probably a staff room before, so they also have like a attached shower and a toilet there. But here most probably we will move the ashram rooms for pujaris as well as sannyasis and the guests. And this is another space. So the temple room we are going to keep here on this side, but there is this partition. This can be a prasadam room. And there are a few other rooms on this side which are facing Jackson Street. There are 3 rooms, 1, 2, 3. Building 730 square meters would take more than $5 or $6 million, because we just found out that when we were doing our temple design, just building 320 or so square meters, it was coming to 3 million or more. So if you have to actually build more than 700 square meters, it would be quite high. So because this building is already there, it's an industrial or commercial building. The commercial buildings are sold not as per the square meters, but as per their what rent that people can get. And because of that, we are getting at a good price. Probably in the video now I was explaining the directions. So, oops, it has started again. Yeah. So the plan of action. So we had to actually obtain all the permission to sell the existing property, which we have now received as per that relocation approval. We still have to actually do the complete due diligence and contract for new properties. So the contract has been signed. It's a conditional contract. We have to actually do all the due diligence, make sure that we get approval from the council to run that as a temple. We have to actually raise the funds. We have to do the structural reports and many other reports that we have to actually do for that building. And then we have to renovate the new property interior as per the needs for the temple. So by September, we have to raise the Lakshmi. We will then finalize the contract, like we will go unconditional. And after that, then we will, once the property is received, we will do some renovation so that our temple can move there. So that is the plan. If everything goes well, Krishna willing, then we should have the temple opening either in December or January period. December 2025 or January 2026. And this is also the deadline which the Wellington City Council has given us to do something about our current property 103, 105. So that's why we have to push ahead and we have to do this quickly. Otherwise they will fine us for 103, 105. So we are also now looking for, like the agent, the real estate agent, we are talking to them so that they can take some photographs, take the videos, and then list our current property 103, 105 so that we can get a good price. And then that Lakshmi can also be utilized towards the new property and renovation. So how much Lakshmi is required for the new project? So the purchase of the building is for 2.5. The contract price is 2.5. We have to repay the current loan on 103, 105. So that is 242K that we have to repay to the bank. The due diligence and professional fee, council approval, all of that will be around 100K. Council fee, the various different engineers who have to work, all of that. Then renovation of the building, we are thinking at least $500,000, and depending on how much Lakshmi we raised, we can do this renovation either in stage 1, like in one stage, or we can do it in multiple stages. But there will be still minimum things which we'll have to do. So the total Lakshmi that is required for this entire thing is 3.342 million. How are we going to raise that? So from the sale of existing property, Krishna willing we get more, but the current estimate that the agent has given us is in this range, 1.3 to 1.6 million. But he is also saying that there are some people, if they really like that property, for example, if someone wants to start a petrol pump or do something there, then they can pay us more. And of course it is competitive, so it is possible that we may get more, but also there is a possibility that we may get less. So while doing our calculation, we are actually going for the conservative number 1.3. But if we get more, then that much less bank loan we will have to take. So the Lakshmi currently which is available in the account is around 724. This is after we keep some Lakshmi for our operations. So our temple has to still run. We have to still run the JSD programs. So we have kept some money aside, and after that we can actually use around 724k towards buying the property. Then we have existing pledges from many of the JSD devotees have given me the pledges some time ago. So the pledges were around 800, 900k, but many of the devotees have already put the money in the bank account. That's why we have this. So there are 423k worth of pledges still yet to come. So those pledges, we can assume that all of them will give that Lakshmi. Then we have an approval for a bank loan for 495k from ANZ Bank. But even after that, we still require additional fundraising, which is around 400k. If we get that, then total will be 3.342 million, which is what we wanted. But obviously, we do not want the bank loan as far as possible. So if we do not get the bank loan, then we have to actually have 895k to be raised. The more we raise, the less bank loan we have to take. More money that we get for the existing property, less bank loan that we have to take. So from all of that perspective, there are quite a lot of variables which are there. We have time, only limited time, only till end of September. So minimum what we have to do till end of September is sell the property and get these existing pledges and raise 400k from the devotees as well as the wider congregation, as well as we can go to our friends and family members, relatives all around the world and explain to them what we are trying to do. Even if your friends and family, they give just $1,000, if you find 400 such devotees all around the world, 400 only, the world has many billion people. If you find 400 good souls who is ready to give $1,000 for this Wellington project, then we would easily raise this. If we can find more, then of course we don't have to take bank loans. So that is the plan. So what is our vision for the future? When we have the temple, what is our vision? Our ISKCON temple is the foremost place of spirituality in Wellington, where every individual can deepen their connection with Krishna and embrace a life of love, service and devotion. This is our vision, all of our vision. We want our ISKCON Wellington temple to be the foremost place. Whenever somebody thinks about spiritual things, they should only think about, oh, there is a temple, ISKCON temple, I have to go there. And when they come there, they should be able to deepen their connection with Krishna. That should be the center. They should be able to deepen their connection. Plus, what should be their experience? Their experience should be very positive. They should feel that love, service and devotion. So from all of us. So anyone coming there will never go back. They will always keep coming. They will keep coming to the temple. And our congregation, even though currently it is around 150 or 200 or so devotees, very soon we should have more than like 500 devotees, and if possible more than 1,000 devotees. So that is our plan, that is the vision for the future. And we want to build this a beautiful home for Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar and Shri Shri Gaur Nitai. So currently in the first phase, it will be only Shri Shri Gaur Nitai temple. Because Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar's worship requires participation from all the Brahmanas. So all those devotees who are Brahman initiated, they will have to start doing some services at the new temple. And very soon, the sooner that you start doing some service, sooner our deity worship department, our ministry, they will, the worldwide ministry for ISKCON, they will be happy for us to bring Radha Krishna into our temple. In the beginning, I was thinking that when we open the temple, we should have Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar as well as Shri Shri Gaur Nitai. But because we do not have many devotees trained in deity worship at this point in time, maybe what we will do is we will plan everything for bringing Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, inviting them to the temple. And as soon as the temple opens, we will get all those devotees who are already Brahman initiated to start doing some services. And as soon as we have around 15 devotees who are doing this deity worship, we will be able to invite Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar as well. So do you all want Radha Krishna temple? So we have to actually first open our Gaur Nitai temple, start serving Gaur Nitai, As we were seeing in Sri Narottam Das Thakur's bhajan, those who are serving Shri Gaur Nitai nicely, they will be able to go to Vrindavan to serve Shri Radha and Krishna, Shri Radha Sham Sundar. So these are the steps that we have to take. So this is not just a temple, it is a lifetime, once in a lifetime opportunity. How many of us, like I asked this question some time ago as well in the previous meeting, how many of you have built a temple? And no one raised their hand. I think there was one devotee only raised a hand. So only one person has built a temple in their lifetime. But this is our opportunity. Everyone gets an opportunity to build a temple for Shri Gaur Nitai and for Shri Radha Sham Sundar. It will for generations to come. Many generations will be able to actually worship Gaur Nitai and Radha Sham Sundar there. What our Puranas are saying, our scriptures, just by building a temple of Sri Madhava, one can attain an eternal spiritual world. And this is not a very wonderful thing, because Krishna says, he has already promised that ye yathavam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. If you build a temple for him, he is going to give you shelter at his Goloka Vrindavan. So he has already promised. So that is going to happen. Then just by starting the construction of a temple for Lord Krishna, sins committed in 7 births will be wiped out, and one will deliver his forefathers who are suffering in the hellish planets. So this is building a complete temple. This is just starting a construction. All the sinful reactions will be wiped out. Okay, what to speak of starting? Even thinking, having desire to build a temple for Hari, a man immediately takes 1 million of his generation past and future to the region of Vishnu. So Vishnu Loka. So we all go to Vaikuntha just by desiring. So just by desiring, starting to build and completing what we get. So this is our opportunity. We can all come together and do that little. I'm not asking you to give $1 million. If anybody is ready, I'm happy to take. But even if you are not ready, little, everyone, if we can do, then we will be able to, in 4 months, we will be able to raise this Lakshmi. A major milestone has already been done by having this Lakshmi of around more than 700k already in the bank account. There are already pledges of more than 400k, another 400 to go. And good thing is, we haven't even approached the devotees from ISKCON Wellington. Like that ISKCON Wellington devotees who, there is like at least 300 or 400 devotees in that group. So we haven't even approached them yet. This is the beginning. And I'm looking at you, Sachi Prabhu. And Arjun Priya Prabhu is not here. So Arjun Priya Prabhu and Sachi Prabhu, they have this task to rally the devotees and contact each one of them personally. And we will all come together. We will also go personally visit everyone. There are many businesses as well. We can visit those. So 4 months, we require a lot of time from all of you. So pranay arthay dhiya vacha. Prana means we actually give our entire life to Krishna. Dhiya, pranay arthay. Arthay means, of course, that $1 million that I was asking for, that you can give. Pranay arthay dhiya. We can use our intelligence. We can decide how we can actually get this temple a reality in just 4 months. So we can use our intelligence for various different ideas for fundraising. And vacha, we can speak. We can speak good thing. We can actually go to our friends, family, our connections, social connections, and talk to them. Even if they give $500, even if they give $100, that is better than nothing. Of course, we can encourage them for more. So for that, we have made like a simple chart. How can we help? Contributing by giving donation and helping us raising donation through your friends and family members. So we are going to actually, we have a form. We are changing it, modifying it a little bit. But very soon, in the next 1 or 2 days, we will have this form available. So someone can just sponsor a brick. Brick by brick, we can go closer to Krishna. Or someone can sponsor the square meter. Someone can be a bronze donor. Someone can be a silver or gold donor. And someone can go beyond that, platinum donor. Now the Silver and gold donors, they will be like a big patrons board which will be created, and their names will be there in the temple for the lifetime, that they have helped us to build the temple. Platinum donors go even further, because they are giving, like, contributing more Lakshmi. They will get an opportunity to name rooms. So there are 4 such rooms in the ashram, and they will be able to, we will have a plaque on the board on the near the door for each of the rooms. And if you want to say that this room is donated by XYZ person or in the memory of someone, so we will be able to do a plaque there for them. Then there are diamond donors. There are 3 diamond donors of 100K each who can do children's room or mother's room or gift shop. We will have a plaque saying that these devotees have donated this room. There's a diamond donor, another one, kitchen. If someone gives 200K, they will be able to put a plaque on the kitchen. Of course, then there is 500K for Prasadam Hall and 750K for temple room. Any takers? Yeah, but there are some devotees, many businessmen, who may be ready to do it. We have to just approach the right people. And even if there are devotees who are not taking the bigger ones, I'm sure there will be at least some devotees who will be able to do it. Already there is a family, I mentioned it last time, there is a family sitting amongst us who have already pledged 150K. Out of that 100K, they have already donated in the bank account, 50K more to come. So a family, just one family here has donated 150K. So it is possible, because this is once in lifetime opportunity. It is not a time that we should actually look for giving $50 or $100. This is a time when we have to actually think bigger, because this is for generations to come. So I would request all of you to open your heart, open your wallet as well, and then help build this temple as soon as possible. So donation pledges, how you can do? You can complete a donation pledge form, and as I mentioned, you have 4 months to give the Lakshmi by end of September. So if you can only give, say suppose somebody is contributing or pledging 25K, maybe you can give to 10,000 now, 15,000 by end of September. So you can save some more. Some devotees are even taking some loans, personal loans, for donating for this cause. Because the loans can be actually repaid to the bank, even like $500, $1,000, like that you can repay to the bank, but we require the Lakshmi now. So Lakshmi is needed in the bank account by September. You can also do recurring donation if that suits you better. So that will be used for operation. That will be not mainly for building the temple, buying the property, but after we have the temple, we still require Lakshmi for running the temple. So you can do a recurring donation if you feel. All donations are tax deductible. So that means if you give $30,000, you get 10,000 tax back from IRD. If you want, you can give that 10,000 back as well to me for the temple. It is possible. But I'm saying that even if you give actually 30,000, in effect, you are only have to actually give 20,000, because 10,000 you are going to get as tax back from IRD. So that is how you can actually think when you are actually thinking of giving donation. If your budget is 20,000, give 30, because within 2-3 months you will get it back from IRD. You can immediately submit the donation receipt, and within 8 to 9 weeks, IRD actually returns that Lakshmi to you. Contact your friend and relatives with personal visits. Generally, donations doesn't work by just sending WhatsApp message or just by sending emails, even phone calls. What you need is personal visits. So even if you are approaching someone, unless they are international, you can give them like a video call. But if they are local, you have to visit personally. I can't go to 500 houses. I can probably go to 50 houses. But if there are more devotees like that who are ready to go to at least 10, 15, 20 houses of their friends, then we can make that personal outreach to everyone. We can explain this. There are also points available to talk to them. We can explain to you what we are doing, like what kind of services that we provide. So all of that will be there so that we have some talking points to explain to that what ISKCON is actually giving to the society. And you can be also part of the fundraising team. So if any one of you is ready to go and talk to another these 5 devotees or 10 devotees or 10 congregation members somewhere, so then you are already part of the fundraising team. And if you want to be part of that, then please contact any of these devotees so that we can add you to a fundraising group, a fundraising team, where we are going to actually conduct a small training as well for them, what to say, what to speak, what kind of details you can provide to them, how you have to approach personally. All of that will be explained to you so that we get the best out of this 4 months. The time is short, but our goal is also not that big. Our goal is only $400,000. If we get more, we will get less loan from the bank. Personally, I want to keep a goal of $895,000 so that we don't have any loans from the bank. The property should not be given to the bank or mortgaged, Krishna's property especially. So that is the plan. But we have a backstop that we have an approval for 495K, and over a period of time, slowly we can repay that if we are not able to raise that much. So that is our plan. What do you all think? Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Our fundraising drive starts today. So if anyone wants to actually contact, and on this special day, Pandava Nirjala Ekadashi, we are all fasting. In Ekadashi, the benefit of anything that we do is multifold, 100 times more. So if you want to give $100,000 today, that will be 100 times more. 100,000 into 100 is how much? Is a million? No. Yeah, million. 10 million. Wow. Whatever the amount, you get that benefit of that much donation. So please come forward today. And of course, in other days you can think as well and you can come back. Or if you just want to help us by being part of the fundraising team, then please contact me or Gunjan Mataji or Sachi Prabhu or Arjun Priya Prabhu, who is not here, or Sannivas Prabhu for Palmerston North, Kirtivanta Prabhu, many devotees who are already part of that fundraising team. And your name can also go here if you come forward to do something. Let us chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and after the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, let us pray to Shri Radha Shamsundar. They are already here. These deities were invited to Wellington, and we promised them that we will build a temple for you. So they are already here. They have the ability to get this temple done. So on this special day, we'll chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and also pray to Shri Radha Shamsundar that this temple for them manifest as soon as possible. Let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Radha Shamsundar ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.